A major Alabama-based steel subcontractor has completed a massive project in Texas, helping build a large-scale food processing facility. More details are emerging about a suspicious death in Munford, and a big downtown party is being planned for this weekend.
Record high temperatures across East Alabama, and those temperatures will continue at least for the next couple of days. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up.
The high school football coach carousel continues in Calhoun County. Details coming up in sports. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards. FabArc Steel Supply, headquartered in Oxford, Alabama, has successfully completed its work on Project Mockingbird Plant 2, a $14.3 million dairy processing plant in Robinson, Texas. The project, led by contractor Dennis Group, required more than 1,800 tons of structural steel framing, including galvanized mechanical platforms and shop-assembled electrical platforms. FabArc project manager Matt Hethcock says the company's expertise in precision steel fabrication helped meet the demands of the food industry, and they're excited to see the plant fully operational in the near future. The 310,000 square foot facility began construction in September of last year and is expected to open in 2026. For more information regarding FabArc Steel Supply's announcement, please contact Krista Conlin at krista@kcprojects.net. FabArc Steel Supply is Alabama's largest steel subcontractor and AISC certified fabrication facility. Since its founding in 1979, the company has grown to operate 2 manufacturing plants with over 300,000 square feet of fabricating space and a workforce of more than 300 skilled employees. With an annual production capacity of over 40,000 tons, FabArc specializes in large-scale, fast-track projects across the United States. As a 100% employee-owned company, FabArc prioritizes precision, efficiency, and customer satisfaction using state-of-the-art technology to deliver high-quality steel fabrication. For more information on FabArc Steel Supply and their latest projects, visit fabarc.com. Talladega authorities have now identified the body of a person found inside a burnt-out car in Munford on Sunday. Deputies say the victim was Tiffany Bonner, a Munford resident. She was found inside the car behind a home on Jennifer Road in Munford around 5:30 Sunday afternoon. Chief Deputy Josh Tubbs also said that a person of interest in the case, who was shot by police later that evening, did have a prior connection to Bonner, although the exact nature of the relationship was not revealed. Tubbs said deputies began looking for the person shortly after the body was discovered, and he was spotted several hours later walking down Quail Run Road in Munford carrying a firearm. Deputies say they saw him pull out the weapon and heard a gunshot, so they returned fire and wounded him. He remains at UAB Hospital in Birmingham in stable condition, and deputies say charges are pending in the case. There's a new sheriff in town. We'll have details when we come back.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite.
Need tough, comfortable workwear? Rainouts in Heflin has boots, jeans, hats, and gear built for the toughest jobs. From the farm to the pipeline, Rainouts has gear for men, women, and kids, so the whole family can tackle the toughest jobs with confidence. We've got the quality you need with the hometown service you'll love. Stop by today next to WM Grocery and gear up with great prices and a local touch. Rainouts, where hard work meets Western style.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Governor Kay Ivey has appointed Fallon C. Hurst as the new sheriff of Calhoun County. Hurst, who has nearly 2 decades of experience in law enforcement, expressed his gratitude, saying he was deeply honored and humbled by the trust that's been placed in him. Hurst pledges to serve this community with integrity, transparency, and accountability. Hurst, who has worked toward this goal for over 10 years, says this is not just a personal milestone, it's a shared victory with the support of his friends, mentors, colleagues, and family. Hurst says he looks forward to working closely with deputies, staff, community partners, and citizens to build upon the foundation of service and professionalism that the agency is already known for. The Sheriff's Department expressed confidence in Hurst's leadership and commitment to continuing the agency's legacy of service. The Noble Street Festival and the Sunny King Criterium return to Anniston this weekend for one of the city's biggest annual celebrations. The Criterium starts Saturday and will bring both amateur and professional cyclists to the city for races that circle through downtown Anniston. Numerous titles will be up for grabs in elite, collegiate, and state racing categories. The Criterium is the first of 9 events in this year's USA Crits Series. In addition, the Southeastern Collegiate Cycling Conference is coming back to Sunny King. It will be held in conjunction with the State Criterium and State Road Race. On Sunday, the riders will speed down county roads as part of the Alabama State Road Race. Saturday also sees the return of the annual Noble Street Festival, a celebration that includes live music, food trucks, vendors, and a kids zone. The celebration also features specials from local merchants, as well as from downtown bars and restaurants. As an extra bonus, festival goers will get a chance to watch the bike races up close as the cyclists make their way up and down city streets. One local city is mourning the loss of a beloved community leader. We'll tell you all about it when we return.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We're available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
The city of Anniston is remembering the life and work of Katrina Dorsey, who passed away recently. Dorsey has served as the director of the Anniston Soup Bowl since 2018, overseeing efforts to provide meals and resources to those in need. A lifelong resident of Anniston, she was also known for her involvement in voter advocacy and community support initiatives. Her contributions to the city spanned several years, focusing on food security and civic engagement. Family, colleagues, and community members are reflecting on her years of service and the impact of her work. Residents in Jacksonville are gearing up for Take Pride in Jacksonville Day on April 19th, a citywide cleanup effort aimed at keeping the community looking its best. The event includes several opportunities for residents to clear out unwanted items, dispose of sensitive documents, and recycle responsibly. Main Street cleanups will kick off at 8 a.m. with volunteers collecting litter along major roadways. Registration takes place at City Hall, and the 2 groups with the most participants will each receive a $100 prize. For those looking to dispose of larger items, Free Landfill Day will run from 7:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at the Jacksonville Piedmont Landfill, available exclusively to Jacksonville residents. A second landfill location, the Calhoun County Landfill in Anniston, will also be open from 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. for waste drop-off, excluding construction debris. Residents can also take advantage of a free document shredding service at City Hall from 8 a.m. until noon with a limit of 6 standard-size bags or boxes per vehicle. Additionally, recycling stations will be available at City Hall for items such as cardboard, paper, plastics, electronics, excluding monitors and TVs, batteries, and paint cans. The event is sponsored by the City of Jacksonville, Calhoun County Landfill, Jacksonville State University, Anniston Regional Medical Center, and the Keep Alabama Beautiful program. For more details, visit the city's website or contact Jacksonville City Hall. John Holder is standing by in the EAN Weather Center with a look at what we can expect for the rest of the week. John?
Katie, warm, if not hot, is the word for the next couple of days across East Alabama. We'll detail the forecast for the rest of the work week and the weekend next.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Welcome to Buster Miles Kia in Anniston, where we're dedicated to serving you with honesty and care. Whether you're shopping for a new or used car or need service, we're here to make it easy and stress-free. Visit us today at Buster Miles Kia, where great cars and family values come together. Buster Miles Kia, your trusted hometown dealership.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below.
Here's the EAN weather cam, Quintard Avenue in Anniston, looking out to the west, and a few high, puffy white clouds today. That's about it. It was like summertime today across East Alabama. We tied a record high yesterday at 87 degrees. The record high today was 89. We were close, but not quite there. 87 for the high today, way above our average. 72 is where we should be for this first week in April. 15 degrees above the average. 16 degrees above the average for our low this morning as we only dropped down to 65 degrees. And it will be another very warm night coming up across East Alabama. No chance of rain in the forecast. Partly cloudy and warm. The low tonight only 68 degrees. We will be in the 70s for most of the night tonight across East Alabama. Now coming up tomorrow, we've got another day just like today, probably hotter today, more sunshine tomorrow. 76 already by 9 a.m. Your lunch hour, we're well into the 80s, about 83 for the lunch hour on your Friday. And then coming up tomorrow afternoon, looks like we're going to see our first 90-degree temperatures of the year. 91 about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That's more like the middle of June than early April here in East Alabama. Taking a look at the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. Another very warm, if not hot day coming up on Saturday. It will be dry. The high tomorrow, record high tomorrow is 86. We should easily break that record high. Then the record high on Saturday is right at 88 degrees, which should tie that record again. So if we do that, we're going to wind up with 3 of the last 4 days in this stretch with record high temperatures across East Alabama. But a big change is coming. This will begin Saturday night. Certainly during the day on Sunday, it might be wet and stormy as you're out for church and Sunday school. A 90% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong beginning after midnight Saturday night, lasting through the day on Sunday with the cloud cover and the rain in place. 74 for the high. That's still above average for this time of year, but certainly nowhere warm as warm as what we've had for the last couple of days across East Alabama. Nighttime lows will continue to be very warm Saturday night, Sunday morning, waking up to 65 degrees. Then a big shift in the weather for at least a couple of days coming up on Monday as you head back into work and school. A 20% chance of a morning shower. But look at that high temperature, only 61 on Monday. We will be dropping our high temperature by about 30 degrees in just a 48-hour period from Saturday to Monday. We'll stay in the 60s on Tuesday. Look at these nighttime lows getting down to around 40 degrees Tuesday morning, maybe some 30s again by Wednesday morning, but it doesn't last for long. We're right back up into the 70s again with no chance of rainfall by the middle to latter part of next week. Well, let's take a look at the heat. That's what everyone's talking about. Yes, I said heat. Temperatures close to 90 degrees. These are the forecast highs all across central Alabama, really from down in South Alabama at Troy, all the way back up to Anniston, Gadsden, Hamilton, places like that. You see, these are the forecasted highs for today, for Friday and Saturday. Really looking at upper 80s just about everywhere. The average seems to be about 88 or 89 degrees over the next couple of days. Certainly we'll see some 90s on some backyard thermometers as well. And all of these numbers will be record breakers all across North and Central Alabama coming up for the next several days. Certainly a preview of summertime. I'll be back here tomorrow morning bright and early at 6 a.m. with your Friday day at a glance. And then I'll be back here, of course, for the weekend. We'll have complete weekend forecast, breakfast forecast for you coming up on the weekend as well, all across East Alabama. It's sports time now. Here's Jordan Smith.
Thanks, John. The turnover in head football coaching here in Calhoun County is continuing to turn after the Jacksonville City Board meeting this evening. Alfonso Freeney is making a move. After 2 seasons as the head coach at Sachs, Freeney is stepping down to join Jacksonville as an assistant head coach under new head coach Jeremy Sullivan. Freeney took over at Sachs back in 2022, finishing with a 3-17 record over 2 seasons. Before that, he had a strong stint in Florida, leading his team to a 9-2 record. Now he reunites with a familiar face, Coach Jeremy Sullivan. Freeney played fullback at Jack State from 2006 to 2009, while Sullivan was the offensive line coach. Together, they helped set multiple school records. Now the two will team up once again, this time on the sidelines. Freeney brings his experience and passion for the game back to Jacksonville, hoping to make an impact on the Golden Eagles program. In other news out of the Jacksonville City School Board meeting, we have one local all-star athlete making his way back to Calhoun County to lead the Golden Eagles in baseball. Taylor Hayes has been named the new head baseball coach for the Golden Eagles. Hayes, a name well known in Alabama high school sports, will take over the Jacksonville baseball program. The former Piedmont standout was a force on both the diamond and the football field. A 2-time state champion in football, Hayes was the AHSAA Class 3A Back of the Year in 2015 and 2016. He dominated in both the quarterback and linebacker positions, earning 12 All-State, All-District, and All-Region selections. His senior year alone, he accounted for 57 touchdowns, rushing for over 1,600 yards, and throwing for nearly 1,900. But Hayes didn't just shine on the football field, he was just as dominant in baseball. The former Calhoun County MVP and Alabama Sports Writers Association Class 3A Player of the Year now takes over Jacksonville's baseball program, bringing his championship experience to the dugout. But that's not all. Hayes will also be joining Jeremy Sullivan's football staff as a defensive back coach. He previously held that position over at Leeds and Hoover. That'll do it for sports. Let's take it back over to Katie.
Thanks for that update, Jordan. Thank you for watching us today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube, our website, and on Rumble. Go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Friday for your news on your schedule.